Hello and welcome everyone to the WSG 2019 upper bracket quarterfinal between Vexed and Pheonix. Joining me today will be Raptos, and you must be the expert on UKCS, so what do you think of this match so far?
This should be a pretty decent matchup, all things considered. You have a lot of big names here on the UKCS circuit, I suppose. You have the likes of Mighty Max, you have Surreal, you have Thomas on the server. And of course, if you look at Vexed, you've got Adam, you got Cray, you got Eccles. So a lot of firepower on the server, and we're just about to get started here for the first map of this best of three.
Oh yeah, I mean Thomas, don't get any more British than that, right? That name.
Yeah.
Let's check out the maps here. So Inferno is going to be Phoenix's map pick, and Nuke will be Vexed's, and it's going to be Mirage as the final map over. It looks like we'll be starting off on the pistol round with Pheonix joining on CT, and looks like they're just taking a bit of banana control from the side of Vexed as Surreal gets to a one tap on EC1S. Kind of a complicated name to call out.
Eccles.
Eccles,
yeah,
okay.
Eccles, yeah.
I'll-
Because his last name in real life is Eccles.
Okay,
So
that's
we go.
good. Alright,
Link
well,
to open things up though towards top Banana and Robin. Oh, Link is completely blind, but somehow he's not dead. He's going to be able to jump away. It's such an awkward fight here towards Banana, but looks like the Tees will win that one out.
well, now at least they do have that bomb picked up as the last two players are coming from CT spawn. Mighty Max and Crucial just holding behind that smoke there, not really wanting to push yet until his teammates in position. That Molly kind of holding him back. Now there's another smoke coming in, but there is a gap. Cray might actually walk into this if he's not careful. Backing back into a Crucial, does the job for him, gets 2 kills. There's still one person in dark. They don't expect him, but they hear the sounds. Crucial goes in, gets all 3 kills. And what a round here from Pheonix. They're getting it very close to the edge at the end, but already very different than the French game I've been casting. They're very aggressive here on the British game so far.
Have you ever casted any UKCS before?
I casted about a few days ago. I casted a UK team and a French team against each other. I'm trying to remember. Hold on, I have it in my notes. Who was it? It was I think it was Diffuse Kid. No, that was not them. Heretics versus Fierce.
Okay.
I think that was the one.
Another team that's up there.
Yeah. So I don't know why I thought Prince of Tail. That's Scream's team. That's nothing to do with anything. But yeah, it looks like they are just going to be pushing up with the Force Spy here, Vexed, as they are trying to move. And they do have that bomb plant though. Something to consider.
Yeah, of course, the bomb plant important when it comes onto a second round for a T side, especially with the economy in the state it is in Counter-Strike at the moment, where you're pretty easily able to get at least a couple of rifles out there, but not so for Vexed here in this round. They've decided to go with the SMGs with the utility instead of just the rifles, so looking to try and play around the grenades. They have apartments control here. 3 players towards this A side for Pheonix, as they've been able to buy up the rifles on the CT side thanks to that pistol round win, but of course, still a couple of fan masses. You got a UMP out there as well, as here comes Vexed bursting their way through short.
Yeah, already a nade down onto Surreal. There's still one more person inside the pit position. Robin holding very passive, waiting for his team to kind of push in. That's a nice meaty grenade against Eccles, I believe you called him. And he's still holding on the side. He has 17 HP. 5 versus 4, kind of running short on time here. They do have a few diffuse kits here. They get 2 kills right immediately, pushing all together. A bit of a lineup here for Crucial. Gets 2, down to Cray, and Cray goes down as well. And 3 people remaining as they do manage to defuse the bomb. And 2-0, and I'm assuming Vex will probably be forced on a few pistols, and that is pretty much it. Looking like a 3 rounds.
Yeah, that's probably their best bet coming into this round. That's for certain. Just get the body armor and pistols. But another very well-worked retake there for Pheonix. This time on the A site. So they were able to do it on the B site in the Vista round, A site in the subsequent rounds. But Vexed, actually, they're not going to decide to save or go for a half buy. They're going to go for a full investment. And why not when you have enough money for 4 Galils in the Krieg?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Galils these days are becoming a bit more well, buffed than they used to. I'm not really that used to the recoil as of yet, but a lot of players are starting to get adapted to it. So Still, that SG is basically practically an automatic op at this point. So a lot of teams still using until eventually that nerf. But Mighty gets flash, still manages to take down Eccles. As Eccles tries to push through with that pop flash from the T-spawn, gets taken down immediately. And, well, Mighty is still on 7 HP, and he's kind of holding a bit more passive. But look at this stack now coming towards the A as they are pushing towards long. Vexed Adam is now actually pushing towards Crucial. With the help of his teammate, does manage to take him down. Crucial has been having a lot of impact this game so far. Does not manage to get any on this round, unfortunately for him. But there is going to be a boost coming up here, trying to take towards a pit. And 3 players still remaining here.
Yep, 3 players still lying in wait here for Pheonix as they wait for that push to come in. 45 seconds remaining, so still plenty of time to Vex to whip this one out. They have a distinct lack of utility, though. They only have 1 smoke grenade on towards Link, which is going to make any take of either one of these 2 bomb sites very, very difficult indeed. But the CT side have similarly run out of utility as well. They have no grenades in hand, so a bit of a utility drought for both sides. Vex deciding to readjust. They fall back off of that top mid position. Instead, they'll head towards B, where Thomas is here trying to hold. He does take out 1 before he falls himself, but that 1 single smoke that Vex have, it's been deployed towards CT.
Yeah, 3 players still remaining here. There's 2 people coming in from the CT side, while 1 is still coming from the banana position. Now they're kind of pincering in here, but they still have the kits, they have the time, they are close to the site with the bomb plant just coming in recently. 2 people are holding from ruins. Does get taken down by Cyril. There's 1 more there. I don't think they realize it though. Link takes 1 with his SG. 1 more getting taken down by Gray. The 3rd down, also down by Link. 3 versus I think it was 3 versus 3, but down to 2 players in the end. And Vexed finally on the board.
Yeah, good awareness for Vex to read, which is the slightly more open bomb site. Thomas would have had to go insane on that B site hold if he was able to do anything more than he already did. We will have a pause come through. Looks like technical pause for Vexed here. Not exactly sure what the issue is, but we will continue on regardless. That time around, though, Vexed coming away with the round. It was another attempted retake there for Pheonix. Vexed have gotten the bomb down in all 3 rounds so far. So at least the early hold's not going Pheonix's way, but when it comes to the retakes, they are having decent chances. It was just that Vex was able to come away with it and hold strong that time around.
Yeah, a lot of money coming in here as well. So, well, they have something to go with here, but Vexed, on the other hand, does not have as much money, so they're just gonna go for what they can. They have a Famas there and then a few Deagles. Not the worst case, but also not the best case scenario. I mean, let's say they just came off those 2 rounds. They did lose a lot of people during those 2 rounds. How many? They survived with 2 on 1 round and 3 on the other. So clearly not enough to really get that economy going even after that loss. So let's see where they decide to go with here, especially considering Vexed are still on, well, not that much money themselves in this case.
Yeah, the money situation is actually kind of interesting for both teams at the moment, because if Vex lose this round, they'll be put into an interesting spot in terms of their cash, and Pheonix definitely so on their side as they've forced up into this one. So let's see what happens here. Pheonix have the Deagles in hand. Adam trying to take some contact here towards B, but will eventually fall back off of that one. Meanwhile, stack towards short here for Pheonix, and a well-placed Molotov might cause a problem, but Surreal up on the plant port gets completely flashed. Crucial with the trade, though. Vex is there to able to recover things there. As Cray, again, another kill for Vex. Another opening towards that A bomb site. And it looks like the bomb plant guaranteed.
Yeah, only last 2 players here, and not much hope coming into this round. I mean, they have the 1 Deagle and 1 Famas. Probably gonna try to save them for the next round, as they are going to be forced on an eco. So that said, it's always good to bring what you can into an eco, see if you can get some damage in. You never know. In the previous match there was 1 M4 who was saved on one of the rounds, and that 1 M4 got a 4K on a full gun round the next round, while the rest of his team was in eco. That's just how much impact you can have with a saved weapon. So it's always best to try to save what you can, see what you can do with it.
Yeah, that is the objective for Pheonix right now. No point in really going for this retake. considering you're at a Severe's numbers disadvantage and a utility disadvantage and a weapons disadvantage. You don't have anything going your way, so why not decide to save in that situation? But everything, coming into 2-2 into round number 5 here. Both teams having a decent couple of rounds, but this time around, Pheonix with those saved weapons, they won't really be able to justify buying up all that much around that FAMAS and the Deagle that was saved up. So just a couple of other upgraded pistols coming out perhaps, and then maybe, just maybe, they'll be able to deal some damage in that round. But Thomas on the FAMAS, he's currently in and amongst that sort of 4-stack towards the A-bomb site. It's just Mighty Max on the banana side of the map with that Deagle, looking to try and tap some heads, but he's been shown no presence so far.
No, definitely doesn't seem like it. Well, they still have that one Deagle, just trying to see if he can get a bit of damage by his lonesome, but he does not manage to do so. They do not push in the end. Probably wary of this idea of a possible stack, so they're just trying to hold on to see if there's anyone else getting a bit too aggressive. Still not deciding yet if they want to go in. There's 3 players coming back around now from the CT side, pushing towards Ruins almost, but maybe a bit of a boost as well coming in. Crucial, now allowing Thomas to come up. A bit of a USP damage as well as they're just pushing in. All 4 players coming in now. That boost position, Thomas does get one, but Mezzi gets both players. There's only 1 player left here inside the B side as 1 player is still back in spawn.
Yeah, Robin gets tagged up as well. So Mezzi will swing onto that one. We'll see the CT, but the thing is, his teammate of Link does die in the process. So Vexed do take a casualty in this round, 2 casualties in this round at least, and that will be the 4K to finish things off for Mezzi. So Vexed are able to edge themselves ahead here, up against what was mostly a sort of eco round for Pheonix. Of course, they had that saved FAMAS over that wasn't really able to do much in the grand scheme of things, but into round number 6, Pheonix will be able to buy up a couple of M4s. Just that MP9 on Mighty Max. He does prefer to take the sort of lighter buy in these sorts of situations when his team is struggling. Even though he can be a potentially deadly fragger himself, prioritizes the team over himself.
Yeah, that utility can be quite important, as those nades kind of dodge around that, and he does not take as much damage as he would have hoped from it, but still go down to 62. So interesting banana take from them so far. Vexed more than aware that Pheonix are probably holding a bit passive here, as they're looking like they're gonna be pushing with this MP9. Mighty Max actually gets one. Sorry, my cough is coming out of nowhere. Gets one with the MP9, decides to switch over as Thomas is actually low HP. So looking so good so far actually for Pheonix.
Yeah, I like that. Putting the rifle into the player with higher HP gives him a little bit of a better chance when it comes to an aim duel. And Eccles actually going to throw a gun out of the map there, just denying the saved AK from the CTs if they do decide to push Banana at the end of the round. It's good. It's good foresight there.
Yeah, they're aware of the MP9.
Foresight from Pheonix.
Yeah, they're aware of that MP9 buy, as they are kind of worried about them taking the AK later on. But it shouldn't matter as much, as they are going to be taking the span control. If they end up dying, they're going to pick up an AK anyway. But let's see, there are now 4 people sacked up onto the B side. They're pushing in. There's 2 people actually trying, 3 people waiting for them. Thomas is still low HP though. Mighty Max goes down. Thomas hiding back in dark. Vexed. Actually, Crucial gets one of the help of a teammate there, but look at this position! Thomas gets 2, all down to Mezzi, all by himself, with the bomb planted. Has a good position for it. The bomb is planted towards him. He can maybe get this 1v2, but he gets immediately taken down. The up dropped as well, and a pretty close round here.
It's a bit of a misplay there from Vex, though, not checking that dark position. Thomas is able to play the patience game, wait for that bomb plant to go down. It was actually just so happens that basically 2 of those Vex players were right on top of the bomb, the easiest spray down that MP9 could imagine. And he gets a decent amount of money in his bank account as a result of that. And, well, Thomas able to buy himself up an AUG in this situation. Mighty Max once again, though, down onto the MP9. Hasn't really played with a rifle all that often coming into this.
I mean, the one time he took the weapon off of Thomas, as he switched earlier. He got immediately mollied and flashed out. He didn't really get much of a chance, really, to use that rifle. Been mostly playing with that MP9, but again, aggression here as they're going down towards mid. They would have heard that flash hit him, and they do get him through the smoke. So now all down to a 4v4 actually as they trade out the kills. And do they decide to go towards A, or do they decide to go back to B?
Well, utility suggests A at the moment. The arch smoke going down. Thomas with the Molotov to try and delay. Adam's pushed in front of this one, though. He gets traded out. Eccles is there to bail him out of the situation. Do Vexed even dare to continue on towards this A bomb site? Doesn't look like they're actually going to send a couple of players in towards CT, where Robin is currently lying in wait, and he's ready to spray down these players. Traded out low Link, so the trade is good for Vexed, and that B bomb site is actually open, and Link is hot-footing himself towards that site. Puts the smoke down behind him, and another post-plant situation here for Vexed.
Yeah, 2 versus 2 here, with one player actually still on mid. Maybe deciding on a flank here, as both players are going towards CT. They could easily flank them now. They're trying to rush down the site, but I think they will be able to catch him as the bomb is planted towards the CT. But look at this position here from Link. Link goes down, so this 1v2 is going to be very important. Now that he takes a kill, he's very well aware of his position. Look at him baiting out the shot, making sure he doesn't defuse. Mezzi gets it. But 1v2 there for Mezzi, and Vexed takes the lead.
Yeah, and Vexed, yeah, like exactly as you mentioned it, they do take the advantage here in this particular map. And Pheonix, they're down onto the pistols once again. You have to argue here, no forcing in this situation, as Vexed are finally starting to maybe find their footing on the T side. If they're able to convert this round, then things will be looking up for them, that's for certain.
Yeah.
Pheonix starting on the slightly preferred CT side, not as a huge bias, but it's a bias that exists. But Vexed, they are looking pretty good right now.
I mean, now that there's a bit of an eco, I have a bit of time to talk here. I mean, what do you think? Do you think Vexed is like considered on the highest of the UK scene, like in terms of tiers?
They're sort of on the edge of getting themselves in there, yeah. They sort of went out in the semi-finals of the UK Prem this season, where the finals were Endpoint and Fierce, I believe. We're in the grand finals of that. And, well, it was a couple of players from this Pheonix side were actually on that Endpoint roster. So these players certainly familiar with each other. And Mali Max says hello to Eccles as he takes off his head.
Yeah, already a good start. But honestly, it seems like they are just going to be pushing towards the A side here, Vex. They did leave the bomb back, so maybe just getting a bit of information as Adam does catch out Mighty as he gets really aggressive on Banana. And it looks like there's still 3 people on A, so they have good positions, but with pistols against AK, it's still going to be a bit too hard for them.
Excuse me, a little bit of a correction. It was, it was Endpoint and Fierce in the winter 2019 finals. I should not doubt myself from this point forward, as right now, as it's crucial. A little bit of an awkward situation. Spams down Adam through the smoke, connects with the headshot to the Deagle, doing a lot of work, and Link will try and catch out those rotations that they try to rotate all the way through CT, but looks like that bomb can be planted. Link still trying to take the fights with these pistol players, and now Surreal left in the 1 versus 3 with just that P250 in hand.
Yeah, not really much he could really go for here. Just trying to see if he can get a few exit frags, maybe. Doubtful for the Ninja, but... So, who would you really consider to be the underdog? Would it be Pheonix then?
Well, you could say Pheonix, with them being a bit of an orgless team at the moment. They don't have an org backing, and they used to, a lot of them used to be part of either Endpoint or the old Epsilon roster as well. So they're playing as sort of a mix coming into this one, but they're all players that have definitely played together a lot with each other before. But Vexed, in terms of UK competition, still yet to make a huge impact, but they can certainly turn on if required. But I will give the edge in this particular matchup to Pheonix just because of the individuals on their team.
Oh, I see. That's nice. Well, it definitely shows that they have the edge, at least on this round, as Mighty again with not the best weaponry. He's been having a tough time in terms of weaponry. As you mentioned earlier, he does sacrifice himself for that utility for his team. Ends with that FAMAS, but he does get one in you. FAMAS, of course, being buffed recently, doing pretty well. As it looks like they're just gonna be, well, they want to take over mid, but don't smoke. It is blocking his way as the nade just hits him right in the face. Link down to 18 HP, and where they decide to go, it looks like they're just gonna go back to B.
Yeah, looks like they are. Of course, Vexed having, at least in terms of UK performance, having one I-65. And that is probably the, well, it is the biggest BYOC LAN in the UK. That was against Endpoint as well. So, they, like I said, they can turn up if so required. But they'll need to turn up in this series if they want to continue on here in the upper bracket. Pheonix on the CT side here. Link going to play a little bit of a lurk here coming up through the apartments, but not quite going to make much progress. In fact, that bomb has been dropped towards the top of middle as well, and Surreal will be able to clean it all up. So Pheonix, a very clean round for them, and they leave all 5 of their players alive. Able to build up a little bit of a bank on that CT side, always important.
Yeah, 4 to 5 now. Vexed with pretty much pistols. So Pheonix, all the opportunity here to tie up the score. And so far there hasn't really been much momentum from either team. I mean, there's been a few rounds here and there, but for the most part, no real momentum shifters here. So just holding up towards the sides. I haven't seen a lot of aggression except from Mighty Max though. And Bananas, they are aggressive again against these pistols. Looks like it's gonna be a clean round. Adam all by himself, and Thomas finishes off. And a clean round, all tied up, 5 to 5. And now this is the real test, as who's gonna be taking the lead.
Yeah, 5 to 5. Still pretty much a deadlock between these two teams right now, as Vexed flying up into this one. Of course, they have the cash to do so. Getting those AKs, those Kriegs, the Galil. Still no AWP though on that T side. Not that it matters too much on the T side of Inferno, but it's sort of one of those nice to haves, as they look to at least try to break the deadlock here. Pheonix looking okay on their CT side right now. Still not ideal, but it's definitely serviceable, as they have won the last 2 rounds, of course, and they have the momentum at their backs. But if they're able to convert this one into the third, then they're going to be looking a lot better towards the end of this half.
Yeah, definitely. Well, they did get quite a bit of damage. I mean, Crucial with that AWP does not really require as much HP with that AWP, but Mighty Max, with his aggression, he's been doing a lot for his team. I mean, he's 10 to 5. A lot of those kills are just aggression down Banana. And honestly, all power to him. I believe he's one of the main factors to a lot of the rounds they've been winning, as Crucial gets taken down with the AWP. 2 players still stuck here, but looks like they're just gonna be overrun. Robin gets 2, he gets a 3rd, but Link manages to trade it. Mighty Max and Thomas all by their lonesome, and can he clutch this?
Yeah, Link in the 1 versus 2 takes the fight, lands the spray onto Thomas, but Link, he's down to 2 HP, and now he faces Mighty Max as the CT works his way through long. Link trying to hide through short here, just so he can peek out once that bomb gets tapped, but he's on 2 HP. He has no margin for error here. 1 bullet anywhere in the body, he is taken out of the equation. Needs to be clinical with that AK. Need to land that headshot first. Smoke on towards the bomb for Mighty Max, though. Has it exactly covered everything? It does, but the spray is there from Link. Knows the lineup, gets the kill. He will just survive at the end as well to bring that up into the next round. That was very close, but a well-worked 1v1.
Yeah, but 1 versus 3, I believe, at the end there. He did manage to kill off, I believe it was Robin. I mean, I sort of feel for Robin there. He did so much work getting that 3k. But at the end of the day, the clutch is what mattered at the end. But the money here for Vexed isn't that great either. They did lose quite a few members, surviving only 1 person. But of course, being dropped to Mezzi's, I'm assuming the main opera here for Vexed. So let's see where they decide to go with here. I mean, they could go for Galil's, of course. Khalil armor. Sorry, Khalil utility. Because Khalil these days, a lot of teams have been going for it, so could be an option. As I'm not sure if this is a technical or a tactical. It's not actually showing for me at the moment.
Yeah, usually when it doesn't show the notification, it's
It's
technical
technical.
pause.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I can check that since you're the one running the stream.
Yeah, true.
But it looks like even they're in a disagreement whether it's a tactical or technical pause at the moment. Welcome to UKCS, everyone.
Yeah.
It's Vexed, leading at this stage, but Pheonix have been hot on their heels so far, so still looking like it's going to be a relatively competitive map.
Well, while we're in the technical pause, I guess we could talk about how festive the logos are for Vexed at the moment. It's actually very fitting considering Valve just came up with a festive update as well. The chickens with their nice little sweaters. Thank God there's no snowballs in competitive scene. That would be kind of weird. Although I wouldn't mind seeing I wouldn't mind going. I was saying last match as well to greatness. It would be kind of cool if on casual, just everyone's back in spawn building snowmen or something. Just completely different from CS altogether. That could be kind of cool.
It could be. I've seen some festive icons as well. I saw one of the Sprout players actually have a Christmas hat on top of their logo.
You know what Valve's gonna do? Christmas skins models. That's what they're gonna do.
Are we Fortnite now?
Yeah, basically. I'm calling it now. Maybe even this next few weeks or next year, there's gonna be Christmas models. I hate the skins update. Yeah, I'm hating the skins update myself, but yeah, what can we do? I mean, more money, right? So that's pretty much it. There's 3 Mac 10s here from Vex. They're looking like they're gonna be pushing, not really pushing anywhere. They're taking a bit of map control. 3 people pushing up against in second mid. Probably going to try to take a bit of house control. 2 people down mid, making sure they don't get too aggressive on banana, but not actively going for aggression themselves to take the banana control. So Pheonix as well, kind of unsure where they're gonna go. Looks like they're just gonna waterfall. Are they gonna waterfall? Wobbin underneath, he's trying to do what he can. He gets one, he gets completely overwhelmed. They're already taking the side. There's only one person in between them and the side. Look at the smoke wall.
Yeah, it's a big old barrier. Mezzi's going to be able to find Mighty Max as Vexed. Can they get towards this bomb site? They're all cowering inside of the pit right now as Surreal on top of the site trying to get an angle above the smokes, but he won't be able to. You can see that smoke wall still up. Molotov into pit might cause them a little bit of a problem, get their toes a little toasty. But Vexed finally trying to work their way out. You see Crucial holding towards top mid as well, just to wait and see if these Vexed players come back, and one of them does. That's Link falling, and now Adam has to try and get that bomb back. He's just about able to get it, but Vexed, it was a stalled push onto the A bomb site, and Eccles lying in wait. The patience game pays off as he takes out Surreal, and now Pheonix, Thomas, and Crucial left alive. Vexed, 15 seconds. They can't double back on towards the B bomb site. They have to go towards A here. Eccles trying to give his team a little bit of space from the pit, and they will be able to get that bomb plant through. Crucial in the 1 versus 3.
Yeah, ball down to Crucial with that op. Looking like he's probably not going to go for it. I believe he's going to just try to get a few exit frags if he can lower the money as much as he can while keeping a safe distance. And it looks like another down round. I'm enjoying the fact that in chat it looks like everyone's one big happy family. Usually my impression of the UK scene, there's always banter and everyone's against each other and everyone hates each other. So it's my impression.
I'd be lying if I said that wasn't accurate. So
I know a few British people always tell me, "Oh, I hate Brits." I'm like, "But you are a Brit." It's like, "Yeah, but I hate Brits. They're all the C word," and I'm like, "Come on, man, they're your countrymen." Like, yeah, but yeah. But when I look at the patriotism is dead, exactly. But looking at the chat, everyone sounds like a big happy family. Makes me smile. So 7-5 with Pheonix looking like they're just gonna go for try to keep above that 2k point for the majority of the players, seeing if they can maybe work around that op. Crucial, been doing a lot of work for his team so far. See if he decides where is he holding actually with that? He's holding Banana alone while the rest of his team stacks towards A. That's actually a pretty good idea with that offer. He gets a bit aggressive, gets 1 kill, jumps back. That Molly not doing too much damage. He can still handle it, but he's getting aggressive again. Maybe a bit too aggressive here, honestly, Raptors. I mean, after getting that first kill.
Yeah, a little bit greedy, but you know, he's picked up the first one, and now 4 versus 4 situation. Just the pistols in hand for the rest of those Pheonix players. Mixture of Deagles and, of course, USPS on Thomas as well. Not exactly ideal, but looks like Vexed will find the free bomb site. So, unbeknownst to them, this utility is basically wasted and they can get themselves onto the bomb site for free, but they don't know that, of course. Meanwhile, Pheonix, they're just going to rotate into position, going through CT. Maybe a couple of frags here and they can call this round the win, but not looking that likely as Vexed punch in those digits. And we're set up in the post plant once again. A couple of Pheonix players already deciding to rotate back a little bit. A couple in towards ruins, maybe to cause a bit of a problem if Vexed try to exit that way, but it's not looking likely.
No, definitely not. As Mighty gets taken down, 3 players remaining with those pistols. Probably just gonna try to go for a bit of the exit frags as their op gets thrown off across the map. Well, not across the map, outside of the map. So no chance of collecting that op, but for the very least, try to get some damage. And Link on 3 HP, very close actually. But as long as they survive with 3 players remaining, they're still building up that economy. So not too bad for them. It's that odd number in the game, of course. With 2 people. 2 people can't drop for 3, but 3 can drop for 2. So not looking too bad here for Vexed, and they're starting to run away with this. And consider how close it was. It was 4-4 at one point, right? So getting a bit away with this here, Vexed, on their T side.
Yeah, they've definitely got the ball rolling, to use a specific term. And now, Pheonix, no AWPs on their side, of course. FAMAS's M4s, that's going to be it coming into this round. A little bit of a battle of utility you'd like to see on towards Banana, but Adam behind the fire. He's got the 2K to open up Banana, takes out Robin, takes out Thomas, and all of a sudden Pheonix is down to 3 players with, you know, not even a quarter of the round gone.
No, it's already down to 3 players as well, and they need to get the man advantage back. But at this point, here's the thing: with against 5 players, you could stack a site maybe, but as long as there's 5 players up against you, if you have split players across the map, you're never gonna be able to win the round. So sometimes it's best to start getting aggressive. Some places try to get at least 1 or 2 back to your favor, or if not, just try to stack a site as a CT side. But looking like they're going to stick to 1 on B and 2 on A, but it looks like they are going towards A. But look at this. Oh, that fake is perfect. Adam does get Mighty in the end, and the fake was perfect. Now Surreal already out of sight, and at this point, once they see those 2 people rushing, maybe just best to try to save those weapons. But now they're aware. Actually, they're aware B is clear. So instead of going in, they decide to go back to B. It's probably the best decision here.
Yeah, caught in 2 minds a little bit, but finally they make the decision. Eccles takes out Crucial as well, so it just leaves Surreal, and he is not long for this server. Mezzy takes him out with the AWP, and Vexed, very, very good start here on their T side, and now coming into the final round of the half, Pheonix are not going to have a decent investment at all. They're not going to be able to get any rifles out there. It's all SMGs and that single Mag 7 onto Thomas. And I wonder where he's going to bring that. Close up towards Banana, perhaps. Probably the best option to have that Mag 7.
Yeah.
But with the amount of utility Vex has been using towards top Banana, then it's going to be a bit of a problem. Let's see.
Ooh, nice shot there from Mezzy. Managed to take out Mighty, who has been a mighty nuisance, and on Banana managed to get multiple aggressive frags earlier in the map. Not going to do anything this time, as Crucial gets taken down as well. These MP9s not doing any damage, as I think gets taken down to 19, but that is pretty much the round done. 5 people still remaining unvexed, and just that Mag 7 MP9. Unless there's some hero play, it's going to be really tough for them to finish this out. But At this point, Vex, you can pretty much consider them already have won the map. Sorry, not the map. Sorry, that's the half. As long as they have that over 8 rounds deficit, then it's still good enough. Now they have, if they're gonna end this at 10-5, this is actually gonna be really difficult for Pheonix on their T side.
Yeah, it's going to be a difficult one, that's for certain. Pheonix might as well see what you can get in this one. Last round of the half, so why not have a bit of a try? Robin will get spotted out, sprayed down by Cray, and now Thomas just did the MP9. He can't get anything done with that weaponry at all. Vexed will lead the first half 10-5 at halftime. That is a big, big performance, especially on the T side of Inferno. And of course, you know, coming into this, when you consider that I believe, I'm just going to double check this one. I believe this is Pheonix's map pick. So that's going to be a bit of an awkward one. Yeah, there's Pheonix picks Inferno. So that's not the half that you would have wanted, I suppose. It's probably
No.
It's probably the most obvious thing I'll say all day.
Exactly. And I've actually been looking up the head-to-head on HLTV, seeing if there's a bit of history between these two teams, and it's just showing me like matches back in January, back when they're called Orgles 5 and Endpoint. That's not helping me whatsoever. So I don't know of any previous records.
Welcome to the UKCS, where the rosters change every 5 minutes.
Yeah, that hasn't changed since like 1.6 in source days, really. I don't think anything has really changed.
A little bit before my time.
Really? Are you new to the scene? Like a bit?
Well,
I've been around here.
Not that new. I mean, I've been casting CSGO for about 3 years, I think. But yeah, I never did any source or 1.6 stuff.
Okay, well, they are pushing down mid now. Link does take one as they're just quickly rushing down mid. He picks one on Crucial as well. 3 versus 5. They're just pushing onto the side. Robin gets one. Gets the second. He gets the second. So now it's just 3 people coming in from CT. And 1 coming in on from mid. And they're taking the afterplan positions. This is going to be tough. A really tough retake.
Yeah, difficult to manage. But Vexed will start to explore their possibilities. 2 players towards Moto, 3 possibly, as the grenades will be prepared, but Mighty Max from the side taps down 2 with the Glock, and now Eccles left, the only one alive, and he's not even going to be alive for long as Thomas takes him out of the equation. And Pheonix, that's a must-needed second pistol. Yeah,
definitely, and now that it's 10-6, they can still close that gap, but Vex is not willing to take well, they're willing to take the risk, I should say, to buy in the second round. As they could have tried to eco and try to buy the next one, but no, they're just gonna go for it against 2 MAC-10s and 3 AKs. Let's see what they can get done. That scout might be able to do some damage long range, as it looks like Pheonix again is just taking it slow. Probably aware with all these grenades being thrown that it's probably not an eco, as most second round ecos are just a few pistols, not a lot of utility. Don't need to shoot to realize that's probably not safe.
Yeah, just Pheonix starting to set up now, maybe for a little bit of a play towards top of middle here. Flashbang's going to be sent out to allow the team to burst out, and Thomas going to be the first point of contact coming through, lands the headshot onto Cray, who was lying in wait in the pit, but look at this, there's the fast flank, but it's been read by Mighty Max. Eccles goes down without much of a fight, and now on these pistols, Vexed, at least it starts to work for Link as he tags down 2, but that's going to be all that he is going to get. Adam left alive, and he's probably not going to end up doing much with that 5-7.
No. As I was trying to mention earlier, as Adam's basically saving that 5-7. Back when I started 16 years ago or something like that. Like I've been working esports for 12, and I don't know much about Source, but I know a lot of the UK scene actually came from Source. Like I used to be friends with Rattlesnake. I believe he was one of the better players in Source. He was an op for some of the best teams back then.
That's like OG UKCS right there.
Yeah, That was when CSGO first started. Basically, a lot of the source players came in, but the thing is, the UKCs was like constantly changing, and from what I could tell, the UKCs they seem to hate each other as well. Like the teams constantly broke up and they would never talk again, and teams would never be made. Like the top players would never gather up because they all hated each other back then. It was very weird. I haven't seen the UK scene do as much lately, but you guys do have Smooya, so he's been doing a lot. That's something to go on by.
He's been doing alright. And, well, Heckle's down pretty low. 14 HP. Of course, just the pistols out here for Vexed. As they will try to cut their losses, I suppose, as Pheonix. Well, they have a free A bomb site if they do decide to go for it. Very B-sided stack here for Vex. Just hedging their bets on one side, but I don't think they're going to get lucky this time around.
Yeah, looks like they're just going to be going for what they can get with the stack. Very interesting lineup, but yeah, I think Eccles is going to be taken out by Thomas. As he's just throwing around. I mean, they give away now that's a stack, but it's all up against one Mac 10. No big deal as Pheonix now takes over the A site with 4 players remaining, all their important weaponry remaining as well. As Vexed looking like they're deciding to go against the exit frag potential. I'm probably worried that they might have more Mac 10s to basically farm those that money. Not a lot that they will lose this round. It's just a few pistols, but again, you don't want the enemy team to farm as well. Let's try to go for those exit frags. They do get one on Surreal, making it a little bit more expensive, but still 3 people remain as they're still going a bit aggressive here. Mezzi does not manage to get that last person. So, Pheonix slowly crawling back to the game so far, 10-8. And here comes the first, not the first, but one of the more important gun rounds here from Vexed. And I don't know, one op. Do they tend to double op? Not a lot of teams, from what I've noticed, tend to double up on city side. When it comes to Inferno, that is.
Yeah, you know, it is sometimes the preferred option for a lot of teams. We haven't seen it come out just yet for Vex. They haven't had the money to do so, at least in this particular round. And we can see the elite utility once again on towards Banana. Always, you know, you always see these early utility battles. Sometimes not doing all that much damage, but there we go. And Pheonix just preparing to try and take that position. The flashbang will help out, so Crucial and Thomas can peek. And Vexed have mostly fallen back off that banana position. Although, saying that, Adam will flash his teammate back in. And these sorts of you know, aggressive takes and aggressive retakes that we like to see. And Surreal, that's a good pick on towards that A bomb site. Takes Link out of the equation. And now that's top mid control going the way of Pheonix as well. They can get a smoke towards long and they can work themselves in towards this A bomb site in just a couple of moments. Surreal's going to creep himself through the smoke, and well, that smoke dissipates. Doesn't matter anyway. Prey goes down. A little bit of fragging going on for the Vex side. Eccles and Mezzi able to take kills of their own, but still 3 players left on the side of Pheonix. Then they've secured the bomb plant, punching in those digits, and now Vex again, potentially on another retake, but I'm not optimistic about it, considering that one of those players is on the other side of the map. So. Looks like it's just going to have to be another save.
That and the fact they don't have a defuse kit either, so no real time do they go for retake. So, well, if they can save an op and an M4, how is the loss bonus looking like? They're about to get to a 4 losses, so it should be the full loss bonus coming in. So if they can save that op and the M4, maybe they can buy a few pistols around the next round. And they could buy more if they wanted to, but probably gonna save for the round after that, as not a lot of teams want to go for that MP9 / FAMAS / OMP kind of purchase on these kind of rounds. They could, I guess, with the op. I mean, it's one of those kind of risk buys. A lot of teams would tend to tactical pause at this point, kind of decide if they should buy through it. But it looks like they're just gonna go with pistol armor to work around that op on the M4, and they're going to be very vital for this round before they go on to the next one.
Yeah, still not. Yeah, not the most ideal of buys, but still, that's op saved over onto Mezzi. And is he going to look for a peek here? He just waits for the flash from his teammate. Now decides to peek out, and that's an important pick there, taking out Crucial. So Vexed with the aggressive play early on, able to bring themselves the man advantage in their favor. And this has been a pretty good game so far because, most of the other games I've casted in WESG, you've had these T-sided, these teams when they're on the T side just take about a minute 30 not doing anything. But in UKCS, there always seems to be action.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I'm kind of interested to see how they decide to change things up here. I know Mighty, by the way, really seems to enjoy that banana position. Both CT and T side, that seems to be his preferred angle of approach. But it looks like they are pushing towards the A side. They have quite a few smokes around. As look at the stack here, the 3 players inside the site itself, no one in the pit. Mezzi trying to pick over, gets one. He shoots through the other as well. It's quite low. Thomas, as he shoots Ruins as well. Robin goes down. Thomas actually low now as well. Now down to Surreal. 1 versus 2. Can he do this? He has a Glock in his hand. He does get him. 1 versus 1. 30 seconds remaining. Adam coming in from the arch position as Surreal is 14 HP. Any tickle of any bullet comes here, he will go down, as he does go down to Adam. 1 versus 1. But what a close round. That looked like it was Vex's round for a while there before. They're just kind of swirling back around.
Yeah, they are able to convert it, but it did seem a little worrying there for Vexed, as Surreal got those good couple of kills towards the end of the round, but he went down to so low HP where he basically had to, be the first to the punch with the AWP to be able to have any chance of winning that round, but simply wasn't to be the case. Still around 2 rounds between the two right now, as Vexed 11-9.
Yeah, look at Link's score though. He's doing really well right now.
Who's score?
Link.
Link.
Yeah, he's doing really well for his team at the moment. Really getting a lot of impact kills as well, very importantly, as it is 9-11. Pheonix is kind of pushing towards that banana control, as Adam trying to make it as costly as possible. Throwing a grenade, not doing too much damage against Thomas, as Thomas returns the favor. And it looks like they're just going to leave one there as they go back towards mid control. They are still leaving the bomb back in spawn, so they haven't really decided yet where they're going to go. But Vexed, allow a stronghold on short, but not so much on long. So if they do smoke towards short, they could have gone towards B from CT spawn. But luckily for them, they're now filling in that gap as they look towards going to A.
Yeah, 50 seconds left in the round. No casualties on either side, as Pheonix will start to have a little bit of an explore here towards Banana. Eccles is prepared and able to get that smoke down just to wind a little bit more time off the clock. Mezzi will start to get curious towards top of mid as well. Scoped up all the way with his AWP. Marty Max sending a couple, smokes over on towards B. There's going to be no commitment behind these. It's just Mighty Max trying to sell the fake here. It's gotten Mezzi's attention, so that's the AWPer actually baited off of A, and Adam flashed through the smoke and takes out Mighty Max, but they'll soon find out that that was just the lurker, and Vexed have to now hold strong on this A-bomb site, which it looks like they're doing for now, but a little bit of an awkward fight here on towards the site. Crucial takes him out with the AWP. Cray goes down, and now it looks like 2 versus 3 retake here. Adam able to take out Crucial. It just leaves Surreal in the 1 versus 3. Sprays down 1, but can do no more. As Vex, the defuse can come in for them. 2 on the bounce, 2 bomb plants for Pheonix, but none of them converted for that T side, so Vex are able to edge themselves even further ahead.
Yeah, definitely. Now that at least they have some weaponry to go in with the economy, 9-12. So, although it was a rocky start for Vexed, they're managing to push forward and shift the momentum back into their corner, as Pheonix is starting to struggle to really get a lot done here in terms of their economy. Still a while before they can really get that maximum loss bonus. They're just going to force into this round with the 2 MAC-10s, Deagle, and 2 AKs. And looking like they're just trying to get the default control, which is, from what it seems to be, They like to stick like lower banana, throwing mollies up to top banana before eventually taking it. They've done that quite often actually these last few rounds. They throw constantly mollies on top banana and then just slowly walk up to it. And it seems to be working as Vex does not seem interested in taking banana deep, that is. As, look at this though, there's only one person here, the rest of them all rotating back to A. Mezzi gets the first kill against Crucial. 3 players still there, and are they going to keep going?
Yeah, that's the big question. Linky has a slight gap in the smoke, so if Surreal pushes any further forward, then he might be in big trouble, but Surreal's the first one to the punch. Adam here, though, hiding in the cubby, takes him out of the equation, and now Pheonix, still 3 players towards Banana, ready to get this B push going. It is still Mezzi here, AWP all alone, needs to hold strong, misses the first shot, and falls foul to the MAC-10. Dink and then body shots, and that B bomb site is open for Pheonix to get those digits punched in. A couple of grenades, Molotovs coming in to try and force Robin off the plant, but he gets that one down before any significant damage is caused. 3 versus 3 here. Vexed trying to work their way back in.
Yeah. Well, they still have those three weapons now on Vex. They can try. Oh, they actually did quite a good damage there against Robin as he pushes back. Mighty completely flashed out. 2 people going down already, all down to Robin. Robin, what can you do against 3 players? Nothing, unfortunately for him, as that was a great 3-man retake there for Vex. That did not look like it was going to be their round. It was Phoenix's round to lose, and lose they did. As now 13-9, and it's getting closer and closer to the first map actually being in Vex's favor. I think this is, as I'm trying to remember, Pheonix's? Yeah, it is Pheonix's map pick. Yeah, so interesting what they're gonna do here now that they're on an eco, especially. Well, halfway.
You know, if you look at it sort of for a positive for Pheonix, they have been able to get bomb plants, they just haven't been able to convert the round. That point forwards again, another defuse coming in, and well, with the pistols, I have to say, not looking at all likely in this round. Oh, Craig with the cheeky spray. Okay. Surreal, down to 62.
Yeah. Well, not much really to go on this round. I mean, it is a half buy. They do have, I believe, yep, they have the max plus coming into the next round. So not too worried about being under the 2k mark, as it looks like they're just going to be working towards A. Smoke against that haystack, as they're going to be trying to jump down towards pit. 2 people there actually. Are they going to predict this? Crucial gets a nice shot. The second person going down to a Molotov as Mezzi gets low HP. Kind of a sloppy spray there from.
Yeah.
What was it? Eccles? What was his name
Eccles,
again? Eccles, okay. Eccles goes down. Adam gets 2 though. That's Crucial. Another 1 deeg. Alright, very nice there from Crucial. Showing off here with his deagle. Getting 2 1 deegs. As he takes back his trusty up, and now 13-10 is Phoenix's time to really make a short comeback.
Definitely possible, considering that
you didn't seem convinced. You were like, eh.
you can never say for certain. Let me just say that. But it is possible for them. They will take the tactical timeout here to try and figure out what's going on. But Vexed, since they didn't really win any of the CT rounds that they had very convincingly, it has put them in a bit of an interesting spot in terms of their cash. So they're going to have to, take this time as well to try and figure out what is going on there. Looks like it's just going to be the upgraded pistol by this time around and nothing more. They have a bit of a buffer to work with, though. 3 rounds ahead at this stage. Not panicking just yet. I'd panic if they lose the next gun round.
Yeah, I would too. Not a lot to really go on here. Well, now that there's an actual timeout, maybe I can try to fix my mic, because someone was complaining earlier that it's a bit too loud. I don't know if you can sense that or not. Does it sound loud to you?
What doesn't?
Does it sound loud, my mic?
Sounds fine to me, but maybe it'll sound a little bit different on stream.
Yeah, alright. There, that should be better.
There we go. But Pheonix looking to try and take banana control once again. The grenade might do decent damage. It does. Adam gets tagged down to 60. And you'll see a little bit of a boost going on there inside of banana as well. Crucial just looking over the top of that smoke. The re-smoke comes through from the CT side as well. But still no picks going either way in this situation. Still 3 players towards B for Vexed. And actually 1 player getting aggressive. That was Eccles deciding to have a little bit of a push through the smoke, but he does get punished as Crucial takes him down with the AWP. So, you know, Vex still on the pistols here. Yeah, you can be a little bit more loose in terms of how you play things in these sorts of rounds. Maybe go for aggressive pushes that you wouldn't go for on a gun round, but that is a kill given away.
Yep, that is a kill being given away as now they're moving towards the B side. But look at this stack here. A lot of people waiting on this angle here as they're stacking towards the side. Looks like there's going to be another boost towards the flower pot position. Link ready and waiting, and they're going to be falling right into the trap. Is this going to be ugly, or are they going to be going back in the last 30 seconds? Doubtful. Not a lot of time to go really rush back, so they're just going to slowly move forward. They do get Adam who's peeking back and forth, but are they going to expect? They do not. They actually look towards it. Messi, what? Gets 2 1-taps with a P250. So down to a 2 versus 2, another kill against Mighty. 12 seconds left, and that one flanker, Surreal, a bit too far away to really get anything done there. And oof, what was that?
Man, Mezzy, the guy's nuts sometimes. Surreal trying to hold on, and you might get a double spray down at the end. No, not quite, just the single one.
Yeah, no guns
so
for you.
that P250, sweet as you like.
Yeah, exactly. How's my mic, by the way, people on the stream? As you mentioned earlier, it was a bit too loud. Alright, so...
Don't worry, Twitch chat will tell you if your mic is going wrong.
Yeah, exactly. In the most aggressive way possible.
Yeah.
He's heating his mic. That was I got earlier.
Oh my god, Castor Petito mic.
Potato mic. What is this production?
Tito's. Oh, good grenade.
So looking like they're just gonna be going towards the default execute here. Not the default execute, just default holds from Pheonix as they slowly go up banana again as he Crucial tries to get a flash and a peek towards long, does not manage to catch off Mezzy, as looks like they're just holding across the side. Nothing really go by. Highly doubtful they were actually gonna push that. Play around Adam though, 17 HP. Oh, that must be so tilting though when you're just hiding behind ruins, crouched down. You still get down to 17 HP. But yeah, it's
kind
going
of
to get yeah. And Mighty Max also on 5 HP. Still that man advantage here for Vexed as well. Looking like a B push.
Yeah, looks like they're setting up for it. Surreal just sending a bit of fake utility towards A. It actually does give pause for thought for those players inside of CT starting to creep themselves towards A. So Eccles left all alone. He takes out one. Backs off to a slightly more passive angle. Maybe calls for help from the rest of his team. The flash through is good as well. Another 2 for Eccles on this B-site defense. And that's basically all that he needs to do as Mezzy has the final kill of the round. And Vexed, they get themselves 5 map points.
Yeah, 5 map points on the map pick here for Vexed as well. So, sorry, map pick for Pheonix as well. So, very good start here from Vexed. I was kind of questioning earlier if they are the favorites. At the moment, they're showing that they're individually doing very well on their CT side, especially. Actually, they did quite well on their T side, but they lost quite a few rounds on CT, which made it look like as good on CT, but making it back in the end. Mighty gets low as he pushes very fast onto the side. Very aggressive here from Pheonix. A lot different than they've been doing so far. Probably with those Mac 10s trying to see if they can get like just surprise Vexed if anything. And it doesn't look like it. Looks like it might be the map on over here.
Yeah, it could well be. It's Vex now looking to try and seal a deal for this particular map, and they're going to be heading towards the, well, B-bomb site here off Pheonix, but look straight into the AK of Adam. He sprays down two, easy peasy. Eccles looking for the final one, and he does find it. Vex still win the first map 16-10 up against their opponent's map pick. That one is a hard one to take if you're Pheonix.
Yeah, definitely. I notice how all 5 players who are in the sort of siege kind of ending of the map